Hey growers, Happy New Year! Are you looking to establish a food forest this year? We've been trying to do that here in our backyard as well. So if you're interested in that, you might want to consider clicking that subscribe button. Haven't done a food forest video in quite some time, just because new baby, the weather changing and all that stuff. But I have taken care of a couple of things that I wanted to show y'all in the food forest. First of all, you might notice that our composter is usually right there and we moved it. So I now put it right here against the fence, and I figured that I'd show y'all what's going on in there. First of all, we had some friends give us a big bale of hay. Every now and again I'll take some and add it to the compost. I don't know how that's gonna work in the composter, so it's kind of a test for me. This side's looking really gooey and whatnot, but it looks really fresh. I think what I want to do with this, since all those maggots were in here, is I might take this and I might dump it into the compost pile over there as well. Then I also started putting stuff on this side, and man, it's going to town. I need to add some browns to it. I've been picking up a lot of leaves around the neighborhood, so I'll have some good browns this year to be able to feed the composter. By the way, this is the Yimby tumbling composter. If you guys want to check it out, I'm gonna link it up down in the description below. It's the best priced tumbling composter on Amazon. I believe it's Amazon's choice as well. There's another one called a Lifetime, which is also nice, a little bit bigger opening and whatnot. I'll link that down below if y'all want to check out that too. But as far as compost, if you just want something very inexpensive to kind of test it out, you can do that. If you want something with a little bit more room, you might want to get the Lifetime one. I can recommend both of them. Taking a look at our compost pile over here though, we've been throwing some stuff into the compost, you know, all the scraps and whatnot, but we had an issue. The other day, it rained on us, and Krista left all of her seeds that she got for Christmas. I don't know if y'all watched our Christmas vlog. I'll link it up right up there if y'all want to see that. The one from last year, she got tons and tons of seeds, and they all got moldy because they got left out into the rain. And so that's what all these little packets are on the ground right here. It's all the seeds. We opened them, we kind of sprinkled them out. Maybe something might grow, I don't know. Kind of gives a good test bed to see how well this soil is and to see if any of those seeds were still good. So we might have a forest coming up here of everything that we like. I mean, there's watermelon and peas and tomatoes and peppers and just all kinds of stuff was in here, and it was honestly, it was a lot of money of seeds, but unfortunately, you know, they weren't worth really saving. So I'm kind of curious. Is that something right there? This might be something right there. I can't tell. I'll be curious to see what happens in this area. This is gonna be a good test for this coming year. Also, like I said, I've been picking up a lot of leaves around the neighborhood. Picked up all this right here, so this would be some good browns for us to put into our composter. I just need to get it over there. I haven't done it yet. Taking a look at some other aspects of the yard. This tree is looking good this winter. You know, just it lost all of its leaves, doing its thing. This is the orange tree. It seems to be growing. No oranges right now, but it's getting taller and taller, so I think it's going to produce hopefully this year. Our neighbors have been giving us a lot of oranges, which has been great. This right here, I don't know what's going on right here. This is some radishes, I believe, and they all started flowering and blooming and all kinds of stuff. And this thing's just been sitting in the ground like all year. It looks pretty gross. That's it right there. It looks like some ants are coming into there. So that tells me that this is, because the ants are in there, that tells me that this is just gonna get really composted down. And because all of this is still alive, it tells me that there's lots of nutrients in there as well, which is great for the soil. And so I'm excited to plant something in there whenever the time comes to kind of take all that up. The blueberry bush is actually getting quite large too, compared to what it was last year. It's very excited. Oh, look. Tons of little buds on there. I wonder if those are going to turn in. It's still a little early for blueberries, but the weather's been pretty warm and we got a lot of rain recently here. That'd be nice if we got some extra. Man, that's a lot of little buds though. I'm kind of excited to see what happens there. Now the creme de la creme of what I've been doing is right over here. By the way, if y'all want to check out any of the things that we've used to build our food forest, I'm going to link it all up down in the description below as well. We've used wiring for fencing, a staple gun. We've had compost forks and everything. So if you need any of that, I'll link it up below. But the creme de la creme is I went and got a ton of leaves from our neighbors. So this was all weeded over. It looked terrible. And so I went and, this is like 11 to 20 bags of leaves right there. So hopefully that kind of keeps the weeds down a bit and it kind of fertilizes the soil to make it like a forest, because that's what we want. What happens in a forest is all the leaves from the trees of the forest fall onto the ground, covering up everything on the ground so that nothing else can really grow grow, except for the things that you want to grow, and it makes that forest floor really strong. We did have a comfrey plant right here that's still doing really well, so we kept that in there. And there was another plant, dill, right there, I believe. That was looking good. Now, I also have to show you guys in the back here, the trash. Hey, look, the travel vlog family. You guys follow us over there as well. That's our travel family channel. If you guys want to check that out, I'll link it up. But over here in the back, we have, you know, the trash pile. And so I was like, okay, we need to kind of keep that soil going. It did well last year, so let's put a ton of leaves on it. I put so many leaves on this thing, it's ridiculous. I don't know how many bags of leaves. Neighbors were just like giving us their leaves. There's probably another 30 bags right here of leaves. So this is awesome. The kids have been having fun jumping in the piles. It's been really wet because we had a bunch of rain, but this is just some good leaf action right there. Even some of the neighbors had it kind of crunched up and whatnot. They had a mulcher type thing. I actually want to put a few more around on this side because I don't think this bed came out a little bit more than what we have here. Just stuff has grown on top of it. So if I can cover up some more of that, I think that that would be really good for that. We still have these peppers growing, which is super surprising. These little mini bell peppers. We got a good bit of them. We honestly haven't really been picking them that much, but those are still growing. We need to kind of clean up around the fence. Hey, look, here's another pepper right there. Look at that. Man, we're still getting stuff out here even in January. That's amazing. So, and more peppers over here. Look at this. It's a mess. We haven't cleaned this area up yet. But look, we're still getting peppers. That's amazing. Pepper right there too. Awesome. That's super exciting. I'm very excited to see how this thing's gonna do. As y'all know, this is our Mexican midget tomatoes. And man, what the heck is climbing up here though? I can't tell what that is. It looks like tomatoes. What? Oh, we're gonna have to watch this, guys. I'll do another video if anything happens right here. That's super cool. That's pretty much what we have going on in the food forest. The apple trees still aren't doing that much, which is kind of frustrating if y'all want to take a look at them right here. It's just sticks in the ground. I might throw some leaves around these trees too, just to kind of help bury some of that grass and give it some nutrients. We do have a couple of leaves right here, which is nice. Tells me that there's still some kind of life in it. And then we have the other one over here as well, and it's not really doing that much as far as anything, so we'll kind of have to keep our eye out. I might do some leaves around there as well. These blueberry bushes are looking really nice right here though. This is one, we planted this late last year. One right here and then another one over here because blueberry bushes like to cross-pollinate, so we need to kind of go in here and weed out some things, but it seems to be doing really well, so I'm very excited to see what kind of berries we get from there this year. If you guys, like I said, want to create your own food forest, I'm going to link up all the products that we've used, including the Yimby tumbling composter, the pitchforks, you know, the compost forks, all the wiring that we've used, bamboo stakes, little clips to hold up tomato plants, everything. Link it up down in the description below. If you guys, I want to see you guys watching more of our videos, so I'm gonna put some more videos right there on the screen, and I'd love it if you guys click that subscribe button. Remember, what do I say at the end of these? Keep composting and growing stuff? I never can remember what I say. All right, guys, thank y'all for watching. Definitely appreciate the thumbs up, and I'll see you later. Bye.